whether you're walking, whether you're standing. I mean, my thing is when I'm working, I'm standing. I try not to sit down very much.
Well, they have those desks now, right?
Yes.
They've even made these desks that elevate so that you can stand while working.
I got that enough.
I just want your reaction. I can't get no satisfaction. I need your hoop action. Da la 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 da 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 la la da 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 la 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 da 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 la la da 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 la 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 da 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 la la da da.
Want something, I'ma go get it. At first it be all struggle, then it's all credit. See, back in the day, getting on was mad hectic. Looking for my start in hip-hop like CD. I said spark the fuse lit. I had
Wishes the best of luck.
Welcome to this special edition of the Donnie Sports Hoops Action More Show, coming to you from the Star of Frisco, Texas. We just saw Marshall knock out, as SBA announced today, Marshall knocking out Southern Miss,
Conference USA
85-75. Now we're about to view Western Kentucky taking on
by supporting the participants.
Western Kentucky taking on Old Dominion.
Throughout the game.
And the winner of this game will go into the Conference USA Championship game coming up tomorrow night. And like I mentioned, coming up after this game, post-game reaction to the action for the players and coaches. Conference USA Championship, the semifinals continue here on the Donnie Sports Hoops Action and More Show on the Donnie Sports MD.
Set tomorrow at 7:30 Central. It will be number 4 seed Marshall versus number 3 seed WKU. We have head coach Rick Stansberry and student athletes Monte Bearden and Justin Johnson, and we will begin with a opening statement from Coach.
Well, first off, commend Old Dominion for a terrific season. They have 25 wins, and they're a really good basketball team. I mean, they're 3 or 4 or 5 losses, whatever it is. Unfortunately, I guess we're able to get 3 of them. Outside that, those guys are really good and deserving of some kind of postseason play. I mean, they're deserving to be in that NIT. I mean, there's not many teams around the country has done more than those guys have done. I mean, they're deserving to get in it, and you guys know how that works. But I'm awful proud of our group of young men. You hear, well, it's hard to beat somebody 3 times. And it's only hard to beat somebody 3 times if they're a good team. If they're not very good, it's not hard. But we know going into this thing, the 3 times, we didn't let it affect us. Because it's the first time we're going to play on a neutral court. It's the first time we played each other here. All that other stuff means nothing. And these guys were able to dig in. I think we overcame probably some different variables in that game that didn't go our way perfectly. Wasn't one of our best offensive games, but again, Old Dominion has a lot to do with that. They made it a grind game, and for our guys to still figure out a way to out-rebound them tells you the effort and the toughness that we were playing with. And again, these guys deserve all the credit, and Justin picked a great time to make a huge 2 shots. Monte made a play down that lane, about 2.5 minutes to go. It's one of those scramble plays that coach is saying, ho, 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 which he does a lot, keeps going, but he made a good play. And I like those decisions he makes that turns out good. But again, good win. We get this one behind us and get ready to play a really good Marshall team tomorrow.
Okay, questions for our student athletes? Raise your hand, we'll get to you.
Monte, that's the second game in a row that you've either scored or assisted on a 3-pointer right before the half. How big are those plays going into the half? They hit a 3 right before the break.
They're real big. They're momentum plays, so we just that was a big shot. I wasn't going in the first half, so it was a real big shot and got us going.
Justin, you said at a preseason media day
that you've accomplished about everything you want to individually, but now you just won a Conference USA ring. How does it feel that you're so close to that accomplishment?
I mean, it's surreal, but you know, I ain't done yet. You know, I'll be happy when I get it. We still got 40 more minutes of basketball to play, and you know, we'll be ready. I'm gonna have these guys ready to play, and then that'll be, you know, the icing on the cake with, you know, my career here, and that's all I want, and that's all I care about. Whatever it takes is what I'm gonna do to get it.
In the back.
So I know we said neutral court, but it sure didn't feel like a neutral court out there. How did it feel? What was it like playing in a game like this with so many fans?
I mean, the fans have been great my 4 years here, and you see how well they travel and how well they've been behind this team all year. You know, we sold out Diddle multiple times, and then I think tomorrow, you know, I got a lot of texts last night saying that they're buying, a lot of people buying plane tickets to come down tomorrow if we get there. A bunch of my buddies back home, and then, you know, some family. So they might be a little more red out there tomorrow too, and that's going to be really exciting. And they're, you know, we feel the energy in there, because, you know, when other teams were making a run, they had nothing really behind them. And when we make a run, you hear those fans and that energy, and we feed off that, and that makes us better. So we really appreciate those people coming down. And I think me and Darius, we talked in the room. You know, my mom and dad paid for a flight and stay until Sunday. I don't want them to waste their money, so.
Monte, what is it about Justin where you know that when the game gets down the line, these last few minutes, that he's going to take over and do what he needs to do for you all?
He's great, not only down the stretch, but in the beginning of the game also. He's a leader, and he wants to win right now. Like you said, he needs that ring right now, and he's hungry.
Guys, take us through what Coach tells you, and tell us what you tell each other throughout the game and to close out this big game.
I mean, we here lately, since we got this tournament play, I think Coach agreed, we play in 4-minute segments, and that's the way we've been playing. You win 4 minutes at a time, you win the medians. And we were arguing in that huddle about the 8-minute mark because we lost by 1, and I mean, that 1 point matters. And, you know, when we got to, I think there was like 3:58 left when the last media went off, and we were only up 1 point or something like that. I said, you win these last 4, you win the game. And that's the way we've been playing the game. That's the way coaches appreciate, you know, at halftime he comes in, he writes 20 minutes on the board, 0-0. And that's the way we approach every 4 minutes at 0-0. And you approach the game and you take it in segments like that, then you can be pretty good.
In the back.
Justin, this time of year in postseason, for teams to go far, their seniors have to do well. Last night, Darius stepped up, and today it was you. Do you feel that you need to, you know, be at your best at this time of year?
I got to be at my very best, and like I said, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get a ring. Whether it's take 7 charges, score 0 points, I mean, score 40 points if I have to. I mean, whatever it takes for this team to accomplish what we want to accomplish, I'm going to do whatever it takes.
In the back.
Justin, you still do have one more personal accomplishment that you did have, joining the 1,000 club, the 5th Hilltop to do that, first in Jim McDaniels in 1971. Just what is that accomplishment like for you, just to be, you can say, an elite company?
I mean, that was a little emotional for me, because man, that's a tough accomplishment, man. I've been chasing that one for a long time, and I knew coming into the season I needed 302 rebounds. I had exactly 302 rebounds last year. So I knew it was going to be tough to do, especially with Dwight in there, who rebounds as well as he does. But, I mean, 1,000 rebounds to me, you can have my 1,500 points all day. You can take those away from me. But 1,000 rebounds, that's, you know, I go ahead and say that one's one I'll knock off the list, because that one feels really good.
All right, at this time, we'll let our student athletes get back to the locker room, and we will continue with questions for Coach.
Good job, Justin. Good job. Good job.
Okay, Coach Stansberry, this is one of those slow games. Both teams trying to find their shot, lots of defense, but in the end you had the answers late and they didn't. Do you trust your players late to make the plays, or on the other end, does it come down to coaching?
Remember this, it's real simple. Players win games. You know, do you think I drawed up Justin to shoot that fall away 3-pointer over and falling out of bounds? No, it's all about players. You know, that's one thing all good coaches have in common. They all have good players all across America. And in today's game, you gotta have players who can make basketball plays. And I think we got multiple guys that are capable of making them multiple ways. You know, Justin can score on that block, can step out. You know, he's shooting 44, 45% the three-point line. So when he shoots it, you know, you feel like he's got a chance to go in. You got Darius, has the ability to drive it and pass it. Same way with Tavion, can shoot it and drive it. So when you got multiple guys, can do different things, you let guys flow sometimes. You let them go make basketball plays. And still, the most difficult thing to stop in today's game is that bounce. That dribble is really hard to stop. And we got multiple guys can put it down.
Coach, you won last night kind of with offense. You all were making shots. Today, shots weren't falling, but you still won with defense. Does that make you feel good that you can win both ways?
It makes me feel real good, real good. We've done something last 2 games we haven't done all year. We played man-to-man, 40 minutes. As you guys know, been watching us, and Chad, all you guys, you know, we've mixed our defenses up. We've changed it a bunch. And, you know, I made a decision that this time of year, I don't mean this wrong, you can coach a little bit different too with you guys, if that makes any sense. Because emotionally, I know they got that edge. When you got that edge defensively, then you're more able to play 5 or play man-to-man. And again, it keeps us aggressive. Always you can't do that. And we've mixed it up all year long, but when you get a choice this time of year, I love a slugfest. For us to hold Old Dominion to 49 points, was that a season low, Old Dominion? Anybody from Old Dominion here? Anybody? So how'd you get that stat? Man, you're supposed to have that. But I'd say it's hold any team nowadays to 40 points. You're doing something right. And it wasn't pretty, but when I say it wasn't pretty, I love the toughness. Offensively, we wasn't as smooth as we had been. And again, give them credit. They had something to do with that.
Last question for Coach on the left.
How's Dwight, and thoughts on Marshall tomorrow?
Well, I've seen Dwight, really hadn't visited with him a lot. I don't know, he's got a big patch. Did he get stitches? How many stitches he get? Well, to me, he's got stitches. You can play with stitches, so I would think he'd be ready. I don't think there's any reason why he wouldn't be ready. So we anticipate him ready to go. Brad, go on, you got a question for me?
Yeah, just look at Marshall and just how different that game's going to be tomorrow compared to one you just played.
It's absolutely 2 contrasting styles for sure. I hadn't had a chance to look at their stats today, but they're going to spread that floor and they're going to shoot them threes. We had a really tough game at our place against them. A really tough game. If you'll remember, it was probably a tied game until about 2.5 to 3 minutes to go. And we went on a little run to close that thing out, but they were really good at our place. And anytime you have the ability to shoot the basketball like Marshall does, you got a chance against anybody. And but I think this. I think our guys have the belief, have the confidence, and have the abilities that tomorrow that they'll be ready. They'll be ready to fight. You know, we'll find out tomorrow at whatever time it is if we're good enough to overcome, you know, what Marshall's able to do. It's not going to be easy, but again, as a player, as a coach, it's all you ask for. Now it's a 1-game season. It's a 1-game championship, and you know, now is when you really can pull in some emotion. And I like my guys with emotion. I like them.
Thank you, Coach.
Well, there you have it. Coach Rich Danbury from Western Kentucky talk about the victory. Western Kentucky knocking off Old Dominion 57-49. So that means Western Kentucky and Marshall going for the Conference USA Tournament Championship tomorrow here at the Star in Frisco. And don't forget, next week, NCAA men's first and second round for the American Airlines Center in Dallas, and we're going to be there for that with the Donnie Sport Hoops Action More Show, DFW's basketball show. Hope you watch. That'll do it here from the Star in Frisco. Donnie Arnick here. Thank you for watching Hoops Action More here on the Donnie Sports 17 Network.